Welcome everybody to another episode of the Minnesota Twins franchise on MLB The Show 18. Welcome to episode 103 with the Twins in first place in the American League Central in just about 6 weeks until the playoffs begin. The Twins have had a lot of fun episodes lately, including the grand slam from Nelson Cruz that helped us win last episode. We have one of the best home run hitting teams in the majors, and this season it seems like the investments in making this team better have certainly paid off. We're going to continue now with some series against some division rivals. We start out at home against Detroit today. Splitting the first 2 games, Chuck Bearden suffers a minor injury. Yadier Alvarez also suffered a minor injury. We end up splitting the 4-game series and then get the joy of meeting the White Sox again and drop the first game. Going through these games, you see the first one here is a 6-3 defeat. We give up 4 in the 6th inning, and the loss goes to Alvarez, although Duffy gave up 5. We do win the next day, however, with another walk-off win. I wish they showed you the scoring log in these so you could see who won the game for you. But we went into the 9th inning, and we see Aaron Loup gets another blown save. It wasn't a traditional save situation, but still one nonetheless, and he blows another one. We saw that a couple times last episode. His time as a closer did not last long. Then Dallas Keuchel gets a loss in Game 3, followed by a Twins win the next day, scoring 3 in the 1st inning. We got a 3-run home run from Miguel Sano and a solo shot from Michael Conforto, followed by the first game against Chicago, and the White Sox beat us yet again. Now it's a 2-1 game, but we've had such little success against this team. If we somehow don't make the postseason this year, this is going to be the big regret I have, failing so poorly against the Sox. Entering this game, we are 2-12 against them, and including this game, there are only 5 games left against the White Sox on the schedule. So thankfully we don't see them a ton more, but it's enough to maybe swing things in the American League Central. So a big game today. Lucas Giolito for the White Sox and Yadier Alvarez for Minnesota. Charlie Blackmon is back to leading off. I think that the average has come up and he's been hitting the ball a lot better, including this hit here to start the day as he beats the shift into left field. Thought about going 2, he holds at 1. Then Goldschmidt as Giolito misses outside. 3-1, he misses low, and the first 2 for Minnesota reach. Miguel Sano's average has dipped about 10 points to begin this episode, so really one of his only cold streaks of the season, and he's unable to connect on some very hittable pitches before being late on the high fastball and striking out. How about last episode's hero in the 4-3 win, Nelson Cruz down swinging in the 1st inning. Giolito had some early trouble, but now getting through the inning at last as Polanco grounds it to second, and the Sox end it after 23 pitches. Yadier Alvarez takes the mound. He had a minor injury in his last game, but didn't miss a start, thankfully. And leading off for the Sox, Yoan Moncada getting a hold of one. This is out to center. Buxton back, and he can't locate it. It's off the wall. Moncada with great speed rounds second, and it's a leadoff triple for the White Sox. The problems begin early. Andrew McCutchen drives home. Moncada 1-0 Chicago just like that. Don't forget about Anthony Rizzo, their big signing this past offseason, but Alvarez strikes him out with that changeup way below the zone. With 1 down, Jose Abreu. Hit over to short. Polanco, quick flip to second base. The return to first from Gordon in time. Big double play as the Twins limit the damage. On to the 2nd inning. Still forgot to change the number for Nick Gordon, but he continues to hit regardless. This after a Yasiel Puig walk. So 2 aboard for Minnesota again, trying to get after Giolito in these early frames. Charlie Blackmon 2 away. It's a fly ball hit well into the right center gap. Over is McCutchen, and he gets underneath it near the wall. Twins leave 2 aboard in each of the first 2 innings. Bottom 2 now, this is Todd Frazier looking at a 96-mile-per-hour fastball for strike 3. And with 2 down, it's Jeremy Hazelbaker up the middle. Looked like it might have gotten a piece of Alvarez. He's all right, thankfully. And then he looks to take off. Hazelbaker swipes the bag. He's at second base for Michael Taylor. Full count. Taylor walks on what should have been strike 3. And what tends to happen after situations like that? Kevin Smith, the 9-hitting catcher. Base hit left field. Hazelbaker to the plate, and Garver mishandled it. That should have been an easy out. Hazelbaker scores, Twins down 2-0. On to the third, trying to get the offense going still, and Sano on a fastball over the middle. Can't hit it. 2-2 to Cruz, in through the 12-6 of Giolito. It felt like we had the pitches necessary to do some damage and did nothing with them. And there's Yadier Alvarez trying to keep this game manageable, striking out Abreu. Bottom 4, Michael Taylor again ahead of the changeup. 2-2. Strike 3, 96 miles per hour, still 2-0. We head into the 5th. Mitch Garver at the plate for Minnesota. Pulls it over to third base. Good sliding play, and the throw in time. Wonderful job by Todd Frazier. 0-2 to Blackman. He strikes out. Giolito got a bunch of punch-outs in this game. At least Alvarez seemed to be having a pretty good day, but he runs a little too far inside and hits Kevin Smith. You really don't want to do that because it puts a runner aboard for a very good part of this order. Smith takes off, and Moncada with the hit and run into center. 2 aboard for Chicago. McCutchen up next. 1-1, and hits it the other way through into right. They are now loaded for Anthony Rizzo, who entered this game with a cold streak but had a golden opportunity here. I thought we had to have a mound visit there and settle things down, but the first pitch to Rizzo, hammered to left field and deep. It's a grand slam, and the White Sox open this game up 6-0. Last episode was Nelson Cruz. Today, Anthony Rizzo with the big grand slam. A fastball away, and he just stays with it. Cold streak officially over, I'd say. Next pitch, same result. Jose Abreu deep left field, 7-0 White Sox. Everything came undone here in the 5th inning. Number 28 on the season for Abreu. We then went to Tyler Duffy, where things really didn't get a whole lot better. Michael Taylor down the line, literally off the third base bag, and just enough time there in the outfield to let the runner reach home 8-0. One more look. This is the kind of day it was for Minnesota. So we're not going to watch any more of this game. White Sox score a dominant victory and a quick 2-game sweep. We are now 2-13 against the White Sox with only 4 games to go. Thankfully, all in Minnesota, but that still doesn't make me comfortable enough seeing the way we've struggled against them. 2 wins all season. Alvarez had 4 good innings and the 5th got away from him. And Giolito, 8 strikeouts in nearly 7 innings. That got the White Sox back into first place, tied with Minnesota, 74-59 records. Here are the final games against them late in September. This is the wild card chase, by the way. It is very tight. We're in a good spot, but we have to play well this next month. I want to give you all one more game today, the very next day. How do the Twins respond to that dominant performance by Chicago? We're up in Toronto to face the Blue Jays, and Gary Tadano takes the mound. It's been a very up and down season in his first year as a starter, as this ball gets jammed over to Gordon, and he can't track it down. The runner wasn't sure what this would be, but he ends up reaching. Because the runner took off, Gordon wasn't in position. More unlucky events here for Minnesota. However, Paul Goldschmidt gloves the final out of the inning, and the Blue Jays at least don't score. But would our bats turn around against Aaron Sanchez? I felt like in the previous game, we had a lot of good swings, a lot of good timing, weak contact, so I hoped it wouldn't linger. And Nelson Cruz gets us off to a good start in the 2nd inning. Jorge Polanco lines one the other way into left field. Nick Gordon, still wearing number 83, through the right side. 3 straight singles for Minnesota. They are loaded, and we've seen a lot of grand slams lately. But Buxton's not going to hit for power. He'll line it into right. Twins score 1, send another one around. It's 2-0 Minnesota. Thank you, Byron Buxton. I wanted to see Michael Conforto today as well, and that had a chance, but he was a little too early. Full count, Conforto ripped over into right, straight to the right fielder. Twins didn't get any more here in the second, so we'll head into the third. There you see the numbers for Sano, down to a 287, still very good. 3-1 count against Sanchez, and he rips this into left field, hit pretty well. It's gone, a solo home run, 3-0 Minnesota. Number 38 on the season, so close to 40, and this had very little hang time. Got a little timer for you on this, just over 4 seconds, and they got this cool setup for the bullpen pitchers. I love that. 2 down here in the third inning as we see Gary Tadano with a runner aboard, and Donaldson gets one through the middle. Blue Jays trying to get themselves a 2-out rally. Here's the 199 hitting Philip Kurtz swinging through that cutter of Tadano, and then a little breaking ball on the outside, lazy fly to left. 3 scoreless for the rookie pitcher. We'll head into the fourth. This is Byron Buxton up again. Got a couple RBIs earlier, and now he wants to show off the power. This is going deep, and it's down for extras. I thought he had a solo shot. Instead, a Buxton double. Conforto trying to bring him home, and the sinker was right over the middle. 1-1. Popped up. Very hittable stuff here. So far with Conforto, I have not been all that impressed. In the games that I've played, I haven't really had much success. With 2 down, Garver hits it softly. Not much to see here. Buxton left at second base after his impressive double. Could Gary Tadano keep up his play? His cutter was fantastic in this game. With a runner aboard, oh, the pitch out, Twins ready for it, and Garver will catch him stealing. I gotta be ready for the pitch out more often. It's useful. 2 down. And Gurriel to the right side hits it right to Goldschmidt. 4 scoreless for Tadano. After Miguel Sano's home run, I wanted to see if he could do that again. First pitch of this at-bat is going out to left field again, but it's caught. That one fooled me too. I thought we had another solo home run. Turns out the one he actually hit out, I wasn't expecting to leave. There's the cutter from Gary Tadano. He got confidence in that pitch early, and when that pitch is on, it's special. Here's a routine grounder over to Polanco, showing his accurate, strong arm to first base. That's 5 scoreless with 5 hits. We'll go into the 6th. Pitch count still in good shape for Tadano. It's a bouncer to Sano from Donaldson, and a routine play. 2 down in the inning. And here is Everett Cabrera to short. Another routine play. Tadano didn't have many strikeouts to this point. They were putting the ball in play, and they just couldn't do much with it. Top 7. Here's Conforto again, hammering one to center field, right at the center fielder. He had some good contact in this game. I was just hoping it would be enough to get him some production. Tadano versus Tulowitzki in the 7th. There's the fastball, and the 2nd strikeout of the day for Tadano. Now catcher Reese McGuire with a cutter hitting the corner. Full count. Popped him up. Excellent job by Tadano. The pitch count just in the low 80s. His day was not over yet. I wanted to get the young pitcher a little more run support, though. That would be nice. Miguel Sano, 1-1. Oh my, he's trying to make an exit again. 2-2. Now they got the slider where it needs to be. That's really hard to deal with. All right, bottom 8, 1 down. Kevin Pillar fouls it off. We saw some good battles here in the late frames, and that's off of Tadano. He blocked it and makes the play to first base. Tadano all right, by the way, as everybody in the dugout cheers him on. 2 outs. Devin Travis in the air for Buxton. Routine as it gets. 1 more inning, and I wanted to send out Tadano for it. Maybe we could get 1 more run, though. Runner aboard after a walk. Watch out, Polanco. I haven't seen that animation this year. 2-1. Polanco pulls it over to the right side. Nice play to get the lead runner, but Polanco safe at first. Here's Byron Buxton. A couple hits already to this point, and he turns on this. It's hooked into the corner. Down for extras again. Buxton flies the 2nd. Polanco in at 3rd. Another RBI opportunity. Let's see what we got here with Mitch Garver. They walked Conforto intentionally, and Garver flies it the other way. Twins cannot add any more runs. So it was a save situation, but I wanted to see if Tadano could do this himself. 0-1, hits the outside corner with the fastball. And the full count to Tulowitzki, grounded up the middle. 360, throw from Polanco. Style points plus the out. 1 away. Here's Philip Kurtz, popped up for Garver. Doesn't have to travel far. Got it. 2 down, 1 more. The batter is Everett Cabrera, the DH, who had one of the hits off Tadano to this point. Tadano, 0-1. Pitch 104 is on the inside corner. And pitch 105. Grounded to the right side. A complete game shutout for Gary Tadano, and the Twins bounce back with a big 3-0 win. That one definitely felt good. Wish we could have gotten a little more run production, but still a really fun game, especially with Gary Tadano pitching the way he did. I've always hyped him up as a big strikeout guy, and maybe he ends up being that guy still. But to get 27 outs and only have 2 strikeouts, I feel is really impressive. I think with the caught stealing, I mean, he got like 24 outs in play. And the Blue Jays just couldn't do anything. I'm not sure they had any extra base hits, and they just kept hitting it right at us. The strikeouts are awesome, but when they can keep putting the ball in play and they can't even get lucky hits, that to me is a dominant performance. Twins get the win, back into first place, but there is still a long way to go with the month of September right around the corner. We're going to be playing some pretty big games upcoming. We have 2 more games to finish out in August, so we'll simulate those and then find a good series to watch next episode. Maybe I'll go with one of those Detroit games or something. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please leave a like on the video if you are enjoying. Hope you've been enjoying all the Twins franchise content lately. Obviously, without a Madden presence on the channel, I've been focusing more on the Twins franchise, and your support has been amazing. I appreciate that and cannot wait to get more up this week. So thank you all again. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.